How do you see the role of market access evolving over the course of next 5 to 10 years, especially with the growing emphasis on value-based healthcare models?
Yes, that's a great question. So look, with the push for value from evidence, and I referred to this already, today as we are setting up our market access strategies, the work starts very early. It starts in research. But basically, market access has an increasing strategic role from early development to phase three to launch and then all the way to LOE to ensure we achieve successful patient access. There's a shifting paradigm towards value from evidence. In other words, you can take your value proposition to whoever the stakeholder is, but
Mhm.
in the end, if it's not backed up by appropriate evidence, then for that, value proposition to get traction and be able to be listed in the formulary is, close to zero these days. So again, that's why market access needs to be a central function. Again, going back to the previous theme of not being just a technical expert, but be a strategic partner to the overall drug development and commercialization process by integrating and driving strategy in close collaboration with other functions, research, development, medical, commercial, and then working with them together to essentially make sure the right patients are in the trial, the right endpoints are incorporated, and then the right endpoints are derived over the right time frame to make sure the data that's generated meets the needs not just of the regulatory stakeholders but also of the payers, policymakers around the world. In
Right.
the end, market access is responsible for successful patient access, the end in mind, and therefore has a critical role in bringing this product to the patient.
Indranil, what has been the most rewarding project or initiative you've worked on in your career?
That's a great question. It's hard to pick between your children. So I have worked on a lot of different areas in my career. But I would say, the last 5 years prior to coming to GSK, when I was at Novartis, I focused exclusively on oncology. And that was a chance really to understand in deep the impact of cancer on populations, specifically breast cancer, but also around other cancer areas. So I would say some of the work that we did with breast cancer and essentially addressing the cause of cancer, taking a look at the unmet need, taking a look at all the different possible therapies, and then working with the different stakeholders in terms of making sure the right data is generated and the treatment is listed on the formulary. That's been some of the most rewarding. Certainly not the only one, but when I think of impact to humankind, working on cancer has been one of the most exciting moments in my career.